there's this nun, right, and she's having a bath. And a knock comes on the door.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and she says, who is it? And the reply comes, it's the blind man. Can I come in? She thinks for a minute and she says, yes, all right then, come in. So this chap comes in and says, nice tits, where do you want me to hang the blind? So two nuns driving down the road in Transylvania.
Mm.
Yeah, and all of a sudden a great big scary vampire jumps out right in front of the car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so one nun says to the other, show him your cross. So she winds down her window and leans out and says, get out of the way, you toothy git!
I misunderstood that because I thought she meant show him your crucifix. Whereas, in fact, she meant show him you're really, really angry.
Yeah. It is quite a confusing story. No, you're not stupid at all.
Oh, it's funny, actually.
So, three nuns get killed in a car crash.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and they get up to heaven.
Of course.
And Peter's at the gates, and he says, I'm afraid you're going to have to answer a question before you can come in.
Oh.
So he says to the first one, don't worry, the questions are very easy. What was the name of the first woman? And she says, Eve. And he says, yeah, you're in. So he says to the second one, where did Eve live?
Oh, yes, I know
and
that.
yeah. And she says, Garden of Eden. And he says, yeah, you're in.
You.
And he says to the third one, which was the Mother Superior, I'm afraid the question's going to have to be a little bit more tricky for you.
Well, fair enough, because...
Yeah, obviously. And he says to her, what did Eve say when she first saw Adam? And the Mother Superior says, oh, that's a hard one. He says, yep, you're in.
No, she hadn't answered the question.
Pardon?
She hadn't answered the question. So...
How do you mean?
Well, you let her in and she didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it just doesn't work, does it, as a joke?
Yes, just that end bit needs a jig.
Yeah, well, I'm going to send it back anyway. Stupid, that one.
Right. I've got one for you today.
Oh, fab.
It's very funny. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ronnie.
Ronnie who?
Ronnie Barker. It would be funny if Ronnie Barker came to your door, wouldn't it?
Yes. I'm not quite sure you understand how these jokes work.
Oh, better.
Right. Fine.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Billy.
Billy Connolly, would it be?
Well, it's funny, isn't it?
Not really, no.
Do not worry, I have got hundreds more where they came from. Knock, knock.
Who the hell is it this time?
Groucho.
It's going to be a very long night, isn't it? Two nuns in a bar. One says to the other, where's the soap? And the other one says, yes, it does rather.
Oh. Oh, yes, funny. Oh.
Do you know, Alice, I'm rather surprised you got that one.
Oh, yes, very funny, that.
Why is it funny, Alice?
Why? Well, one of the nuns is deaf, isn't she? So the other one says, where's the soap? The deaf one mishears her, thinks she said it makes the water dirty or something like that. So the other one says, yes, it does rather, doesn't it? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You know, you should tell that one to your gran. Yeah. more religious jokes, but I suppose I have got a couple of animal ones.
Oh, hurrah.
Okay. Why did the lobster blush?
Why?
Because the seaweed.
Because the seaweed what?
Because the seaweed.
Did what?
No, listen. The lobster was in the sea, right?
Yeah.
And the sea weed. Weed. What?
That's the rudest thing I have ever heard.
Right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting sheep.
The interrupting sheep.
Do you get it?
No, sorry, because I hadn't finished my bit. Do it again. And
No, that's the joke, you see. The interrupting sheep always interrupts people, see?
And that's funny.
Yes. It's hilarious.
Oh, well, in that case, I know hundreds of hilarious jokes like that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting cat.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting rabbit.
The interrupting rabbit. Who?
What noise does a rabbit make? I know they sort of twitch their noses and...
I wonder if I could get the church to agree to the idea of verger culling.